Hey folks, welcome to the Alive Better channel. Has it ever happened that you prefer to stay at home and enjoy a movie instead of going to a crowded party? Or have a quiet chat with a friend instead of participating in a conversation with several people? If you feel that you recharge your energy when you are alone, enjoying your own space, instead of always being surrounded by people, you may be part of a very special group, introverts. If you commit to these situations and are generally the quieter person in the group, know that you are in good company. Between 30% and 50% of the world's population is considered introverted. So, if you're not like that, you certainly know someone who is. It could be a co-worker, a son, a brother. And this video is precisely to talk about these incredible people. But first of all, we need to understand what introversion is, and it is very different from shyness, you know. Shyness is the fear of social judgment, while introversion has more to do with what kind of environment makes you feel good. In the case of introverts, it is the calmer and more peaceful environments that bring comfort and energy. Of course, no one is 100% introverted or extroverted all the time, but most people identify more with one side or the other. And understanding this is fundamental, especially when we talk about creativity and productivity. Studies show that creativity needs two main ingredients: sharing ideas and solitude, which is a typical trait of introverts. Think of greats like Charles Darwin, the father of the theory of evolution. He spent much of his time alone, studying and reflecting, and loved walking through the forests, avoiding invitations to parties and social events. Or Steve Wozniak, the inventor of Apple's first computer, who created his masterpiece alone in his office at HP. He himself said that he would never have become an expert if he hadn't been so introverted that he preferred to stay at home when he was a child. But don't worry, that doesn't mean we should stop working as a team. Steve Wozniak himself achieved worldwide success when he joined Steve Jobs to create Apple. The important thing is to understand that introversion is not a defect, but a characteristic that needs to be valued, just like extroversion. No more blaming introverts for being reserved and glorifying extroverts. So, if you agree with this vision, how about putting 3 simple attitudes into practice? Attitude 1. Enough of this obsession with group work. Of course, we need to communicate and exchange ideas, but we also need privacy, freedom, and autonomy, both at work and at school. Attitude 2. Take time to be alone. Reflecting on life is fundamental, but we seem to be losing this habit. Loneliness even became a punishment for disobedient children. Remember Arnold Schwarzenegger? When he was asked what the secret to his success was, the first thing he said was, "We need to stop and think deeply about who we want to be." In other words, introspection is the first step towards personal growth. Attitude 3. Show your best to the world. We often spend so much energy trying to please others and fit into standards that we end up forgetting our own qualities. It doesn't matter if you are an introvert or an extrovert. The important thing is to be yourself and share your talents with the world. So, folks, let's reflect. Will we give introversion its due value? Are we creating spaces for introverts to shine and contribute their unique talents? How about starting today, we pay more attention to those who prefer listening to talking, who observe before acting, and who find the source of their creativity in solitude? After all, the world needs the richness and diversity that each of us has to offer, whether extroverted or introverted. Thank you for following this video. If you agree with the topic, share it with your friends and leave your comment below. To the next.